coming? Okay, good evening. Let's call this meeting to order. Today's Wednesday, January 17, 2024. Happy New Year to everybody. Good seeing you all. Roll call, please.
Hector Trevino,
Present.
Mario Guajardo, Isaac Smith, Erica Sharafa, Bobby Carrillo, Ben Cantu,
Present.
Rudy Beltran,
Here.
Hernan Figueroa,
Here.
Mario Liscano.
Present.
Okay, those that could make it or are not here yet, do we have a motion to excuse them?
I make a motion that we excuse our absent advisory board members.
We have a first, we have a second, Mr. Beltran. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 2, administrative, approval of minutes for October 18, 2023, the regular call meeting.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as presented prior to this meeting for October 18th.
We have a first motion.
Second.
Mr. Arcade. Second, Mr. Arjona. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item B, status report on fall recreation, athletics, aquatics, and after-school programs.
Good evening, Roy Hinojosa, Athletic Supervisor. So we haven't seen y'all since the fall, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick update. We had the tackle football program, which this year included an additional city, which was Edinburgh. They came over here to play with us. We had a great Super Bowl. Folsom ended up winning it. They're a tough team. Both of our schools, Liberty and OBJ, did advance to the semis, but unfortunately they were knocked out. But it was a great turnout. PSG North hosted every single game in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. It's a brand new turf field, and we were the first entity that's not a PSG school to play there. So we were very, very grateful with Coach Kaufman. He literally let us have everything: scoreboard, music, anything we wanted. Then we had the Boys High School Soccer League, which is the second season that we have it. We had 11 teams, but we had 6 teams on a waiting list. It's just a timing issue. They don't register within time. By the time they want to come in, we're already in week 2. We do have to finish before Thanksgiving, but it was a great turnout. Everybody played really, really hard. All the PSG schools were in it. Unfortunately, again, Edinburgh ended up winning, but it's a good showcase for the season to come on what they need to work on. So it's a very, very good league, and the coaches are really, really happy with it. That's pretty much all the feedback that we always get, that they're very impressed with how we run the league. They play elsewhere, and they charge them 10 times what we charge them, so we're very happy with it. We currently running the boys soccer program. This year, we surpassed all our numbers. We're pretty much, I think we already surpassed even pre-COVID numbers. We're at over 350 kids registered, close to 40 teams, which is incredible. I know we're hosting Vanguard games, so we did accommodate their schedule with us, and it's a little tricky of a schedule, but it works. It works for us. So this weather doesn't help because we have to cancel games, but I think we're surviving and we're doing great. So that one's barely on its way. We're currently registering for girls soccer. That registration ends Friday. The numbers look like they'll be pretty good. We haven't picked up from the schools, so we're still waiting to see how those numbers look before we proceed any further. And we're currently registering for our pony softball program as well. And that one's we registered till February 22nd. So that's our spring program. It's the only program that runs in the spring by itself. And lastly, getting ready for the PSJ annual tournament. This year it's a little bit different. It's not competitive, which means there'll be no trophies handed out. But it is a round robin, and now it includes all 12 elementaries. So it is going to be pretty tricky to do, but we're eager and we're excited to see how the changes affect all the schools and see how many participation levels we can get. Y'all have any questions for me?
What type of tournament did you say?
It's a PSGA softball tournament. It's a free tournament for the girls. This is to promote our softball program in hopes that if they like it, they participate, they register for the Pony Softball League. I know those numbers. We have girls that have never played softball before or never even know what the sport is. And this is just to get pretty much the whole city involved. All 12 elementaries, South Pharr all the way to North Pharr. Any other questions? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, Sarah Guerra, Recreation Supervisor. For the fall, we pretty much wrapped up our fall programs, dance, cheer, and ballet. We ended up with a recital back in November the 16th. We had about 100 and some girls participate. That was for the fall. For the spring now, we are starting registration already. They're already online. We do have a new program coming up, but we're bringing it back. It's guitar. We will have guitar in the spring, plus the cheer, dance, and ballet as well. We're also going to start Zumba February 1st, Monday through Thursday, from 6 to 7, and that's pretty much any age Zumba on there. We have pickleball still going on at the DRC on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Beginners is on Friday nights, so if anybody wants to come and learn, they can come Friday nights. We have outdoor pickleball that just started also at the tennis courts, at the Pepe Salinas tennis courts, but that's only on Friday nights from 7 to 10. So we just started that as well, so it's going really well on that. That's pretty much that I have for the recreation.
Question on the guitar. When's it gonna run and what's the cost on
There's
that?
going to be two separate beginners. It's going to be on Mondays and Wednesdays from 5:30 to 6:15, and then the advanced intermediate is going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays around the same time. But it
And-
starts on the 26th of February. That's when the programs start.
Okay, minimum age?
I think the beginners is from 7 and older. He said he could take a 6-year-old, but and then the older ones just also depending on.
What kind of numbers do you get on the guitar? I'm
Well,
curious.
back then when we used to have it, because we had it about 2 years ago, but Ms. Vielma retired, we used to have maybe about 40, 50 kids, because it was 10 per class. That's how many she would take.
And the participants have to bring their own guitar?
No, we have guitars
guys
here.
have-
Unless they have their own, they can bring it. But we do have some here that are lenders.
Great.
Mhm. Yes. Any other questions? No? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Happy New Year. Abel Molina, after school program. Just a quick update for our fall semester. It went good, no major complaints. Kids had a lot of fun, staff had a lot of fun. They had a lot of activities that they had done for them. To update you on the numbers that we've had for this past semester, we did increase by a fair amount, I would say. Last year for the 2022-2023 semester, we ended at around 890 students. This morning I got a count for the 2023-2024, and we're at 990 students, so we're gonna reach the 1,000 mark probably by the end of next week. So we grew a little bit over 100 students from last year. We're projected at around 1,100, 1,200 kids by the end of this semester, just because a lot of parents wait a week or two when school starts and then they register again. We keep registration open all semester to make it easier for the parents, because sometimes we do understand that they can't afford to pay for their semester right after Christmas holidays and stuff like that. So we keep it open around February, March, and things like that. We do get a lot of parents register around then. Other than that, it's going pretty good. We're growing bigger and bigger every year since COVID hit. I know we took a pretty big hit on the numbers then, but I mean, we've been growing a lot every year. Any questions on that? On the
Would you
after-school
say
program?
that those numbers have increased pre-COVID well, the numbers that you had before COVID to now? I mean, how do they compare?
Prior to COVID, I think we hit a cap right before COVID hit. We're at exactly around 1,200 kids. So I kind of expect this year to kind of hit that cap again. Next year it could potentially grow even bigger, because the word gets around. A lot of parents still aren't familiar with the program. They really don't understand. So we explain to them, and they love it, and right away they go and register their students. So yeah, hopefully in the next coming years, it gets bigger and bigger. It's a very, very great program to offer for the parents in City of Pharr. So any other questions on the numbers after school program? Just another quick note, we're also hiring a lot of our staff members who have been here for the past 4 or 5 years. fortunately, they land full-time positions, within the city, or they, finish their school, things like that, and they branch out to different careers and things like that. So a lot of them are kind of rotating out, and we're hiring, you know, this year to help us, kind of alleviate the amount of students versus the amount of staff that we have for the kids. So just to keep that in mind if you guys know anybody that wants to apply. Any questions on that? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Happy New Year's. Anthony Rivera, athletic supervisor. So we just started our girls basketball program. It's 2 weeks in. We have a total of 30 teams for our second and third grade division, our fourth and fifth grade division, and our sixth grade division. We have games Monday through Thursday, and we're using Kennedy and Escalante Middle School, which is really neat because we get to utilize the middle schools on the south side. Because then we take turns, during the fall, we get to use the schools on the north side, and now we get to use the schools on the south side, which is really neat. And then we're about to wrap up our winter baseball program. We had a total of 23 teams from 4U, 6U, and the 8U, which is really neat to see the younger ones coming back after COVID. Those games are played Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at Sports Complex on Moore Road. We play all the games there, 4U, 6U, and 8U as well. So it's really neat to see all three fields being utilized and, seeing all the kids out there learning the game, which is cool. And then also right now we have our pony baseball registration open from the 4U division all the way to 14U. So right now numbers are steadily increasing. Hopefully by the end of the deadline, which is February 23rd, we can have teams ready, and hopefully we can have a good amount of teams, to play baseball out there. We're really excited about that as well. Other than that, that's pretty much what I have going on. Any questions?
Remind me the ages for that pony baseball registration. What do you have?
It's 4U division all the way to the 14U division. Yes. Oh, for winter?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, for winter it's 4U, 6U, and 8U divisions. Yes. And for pony it's 4 to 14. Yes. Any other questions? No? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Adam Diaz, Aquatic Supervisor. At the natatorium, we've just recently, Iowa State came down and they used our diving well. They had about 8 divers, and it was really neat to see them use the platform diving. And that kind of got us ready for the WAC conference that we're going to have come February 28th through March 2nd is when we're going to have the WAC conference. So we're kind of getting ready for that too, and that's something huge. We've got 13 universities coming down. We hosted it last year. It was an eye-opener, and this year I think we could say we were ready this time. We also have a USA Swim meet coming up in February, the 15th through the 17th. There's about 1,000 kids coming in from all over the place. So the pool is being used, and we're really excited about just everyone come down Pharr and just seeing our facility, and it's nothing but praises. So we're really excited about that too. At the water park, at the Pharr Aquatic Center, we are hosting. We're doing lap swimming. We're averaging about 250 people per month. We're getting it ready for the summertime. This is our time to fix things and rearrange things, and so we're full ahead. We're going forward to fixing that thing ready for the summertime. That's about it in aquatics. Do y'all have any questions?
Congratulations on getting the walk back.
Yeah.
I attended one of the days last year when we just really got it. Was pretty awesome. You all did a great job. And the cool of that is that you got it back.
Yeah, we're excited. Yes, sir.
Pretty
Yes, sir.
nice.
Did you guys increase in the number of universities coming down to attend that?
No, it's the same amount. It's just the WAC.
Because of the conference.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Yes, sir. And then I think the not PSJ. I was gonna say, yeah, UGRV is gonna get their program coming. I think they should be hiring the coach sometime this month, or next month. They should be hiring their diving coach, swim coach. So.
And that's happening next month?
Yes, sir.
February?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Good evening, Sergio Alanis, Parks and Rec Director. So all the stuff that staff mentioned, if you guys want to attend anything, just let us know ahead of time. We can arrange for that. Like Adam said, the WAC championships is really cool. It's a lot of out-of-town people that show up, obviously, but they actually just forwarded us the manual, the program for the official meet today. So it's done. All the events are on there, and I want to say it had 11 schools on there. It was 11 universities, and I don't know if they had a realignment or something, but I did notice that some of the universities that were here last year are not there for this year. So yeah, but it was like 11 schools, and then like Adam said, UTRGV, I think they're gonna hire their coach, and I think they're actually moving into the natatorium, and they're gonna start in March. So they're going with their program. So hopefully by next year, I think they were targeting 2024, 2025 to get their swim. And I want to say they had mentioned they were going to start with the females first, a female swim team, and then they'll bring on the men's. So yeah, just real quick, because we've already started advertising for it. Our 5K is coming up. We did switch it this year. It's our 18th annual St. Patrick's Day 5K. Hopefully, all y'all can, I know most of y'all do show up and help us out. Y'all can attend this year. We did move it to March 2nd. 17 years we've done it around or on the actual day of St. Patrick's Day. It's always that transition week of spring break, so either kids are leaving or coming back from spring break, so our numbers really have not changed much. We've been a little bit, I guess, just stagnant and consistent with the same. We've had 1,500 people, 1,300 people for the last like 12 years. So we want to see if maybe the city's also partaking in the It's Time Texas Community Challenge and stuff, the initiative. So the deadline for all that is, I think it's March 3rd. So the special events girls wanted to have this part of that to count for points and stuff like that for it as a community event, a city community event. So. To beat that deadline, also we're gonna have it March 2nd. Plus, you have livestock show and stuff like that in Mercedes that all the kids have animals and stuff like that that we also compete against that spring break week. So we'll see how it goes this year, but we are gonna try it this year for March 2nd, just a little bit sooner. Hopefully, our numbers can increase a little bit, and prices are the same. It's $15 and $5. 15 for adults, 5 for kids, and we start at 8 a.m. So. Other than that, I mean, I think staff pretty much touched on everything. Y'all have any questions? Our grounds guys are taking down Christmas still. We had a lot of decorations, so I think they're getting to the tree outside barely. Some of the boom lifts were, TxDOT rented out thousands of them for the expressway construction, so we couldn't get our hands on one till this week, so it's a little bit behind, but they'll get all that stuff taken down. One of our athletic supervisors will be leaving us, Sean Martin. He's not here today. Actually, tomorrow or Friday is his last day, so he'll be leaving us. So next meeting, we'll hopefully have his replacement here to introduce them to y'all. That's the athletic supervisor position, which will be helping out Royal and Anthony. And then 2 quick things I wanted to it's not on the agenda, I apologize, but Elva does have the balance for y'all's fundraiser account. There's some money in there. Maybe next meeting we can discuss a possible additional fundraiser between now and the end of the school year, or even the summertime, just to kind of build that account a little bit more. And I do want to get we probably should have done it this month, but we'll push it to next month, is the application. That way y'all can just take a quick look at the application for the scholarships. We'll get it out. I want to get it out to the schools already next month, because I know a lot of them have to commit March, April to universities. So I think the sooner we get it out to the schools, the better. So Elvo can send that to y'all here before the next meeting. I don't know if y'all have any questions about the fundraising stuff or anything. But the other one, the one that we had, that y'all had this past year, did really well. So, and that's pretty much the balance that we have in that account. And we don't touch it for anything. It's just for whatever you guys ask us to use it for. But yeah, I know last year we had 2 recipients for the scholarship, so we'll leave that up to you guys as well too. But just maybe we can iron that out a little bit sooner, and then we can we'll get you the dates for all the high schools awards banquets. That way, in case one of y'all or several of y'all can go as representation of the city in Parks and Rec, we can have y'all recognized, and you can hand out the scholarship. And I think that's all I had. Y'all have any questions over anything? We're getting a parks maintenance shop too. It's pretty cool. It's been like 7 years. We've been waiting, but it's happening. So I think drawings are done. They're gonna put it out for bids, and hopefully in the next couple months, we'll start seeing some activity with our new parks maintenance shop. So this is for the guys that work outside, the groundskeepers and electricians, stuff like that. So I think our old shop location's from the 1970s, so we're in desperate need of, it's, yeah.
Super young. 70's the new 2000s, right?
It's
Yeah.
like, it's a while. It's like getting to 50 years old.
Sir, please pick up your stones, okay?
Yeah. But no, yeah, everybody's been staying pretty busy. And I don't know if y'all have any questions for us over anything. We are having these special events. We had that Warrior quadrathlon thing that happened last year. That's getting bumped just due to the fact that we are having a USA swim meet in mid-February. We're having the WAC championships end of February, beginning of March, the 28th through the 2nd, I think. So all those weekends were kind of overlapping with the date for the Warrior Spartan race thing. So we're gonna probably push it to May sometime. But in exchange, we're doing the 5K on March 2nd. So that'll be our community event for the healthy challenge stuff.
How soon do you announce the dates for those, for people that are looking forward to that Warrior one?
We haven't, the special events girls have not locked in a date yet. I guess we gotta, check with, May 4th? Yeah, it's locked in, it's May 4th. Yeah, so it was kind of tentative, right, still, but we gotta check with the timing system company and make sure that they can help us out for that day. So, and that was another problem we had with February, is they were booked up, and we had the swim meets, so we're just like, hey, you know what, the 5K, we wanted to lock that one in, so they're good for that one. So the Spartan one, you gotta do an obstacle course, you jump in the water mud pits, you swim, so it'll be a little bit warmer in May than it is in February. But Abel does have a calendar of a list of events. He's got some car shows coming up. We have movies at the park. So they're gonna do a little community-friendly calendar with graphics and post it on the city website. And like I said, any of the events that we do have, we hope to see you guys there. And if you guys, any questions, y'all can call me, text me, or the office, and we can, make that happen. But yeah, our next one is a 5K. We're already pushing that one out, and sponsorships and stuff like that. We try to get, in years past, we've gotten a good response with sponsorships, about $20,000 that everybody's been kind enough to donate, and it kind of offsets all our costs. So it pretty much doesn't cost us anything, and then it helps pay for the shirts and the live band that we have and stuff like that. So it's been good, but we want the numbers to go up this year. So hopefully that'll help out pushing the day. It's 2 weeks. It's about 2 weeks. It's 2 Saturdays before that we've historically been doing it. So we'll see.
I know Abel mentioned for the after-school program, that you guys are hiring. Is this part-time positions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically, college students is kind of what fits
Anybody
the
that wants
most.
to work, they're hired. Just give us a name. Yeah, no interview. Yeah, no, it's like he said, some of the staff that we have had for a few years, it's bittersweet, right? Because we lose them as an employee, but they're growing within the city, so they're getting. Actually, this year was probably the worst one that he's lost, like, or all the divisions, they've lost a lot of part-timers to full-time positions that have opened up around the city. So we'll give them the letters of recommendation, to grow. But with that being said, they leave these voids for us to fill, and same thing with Adam struggles with lifeguards every single summer. We always need 120 lifeguards, and we can't get there. It's very difficult. It's challenging. So, yeah, we hire, and they leave to school. They don't get here till May from college, and then they leave in beginning of August to go back to college or whatever. So the turnaround is so quick that we have to, constantly be hiring. Those are always posted. So if you guys have or know of anybody that wants to join our team, send them over. And the rates are online. I don't want to give you guys the wrong salary wages, but they're online. They'll say the position and they'll have the hourly rate and stuff like that. But yeah, we hire as young as, we have 16-year-olds, and we have, I'm not gonna say no limit, but yeah, everybody's welcome to apply. Other than that, I think I don't know if you guys have anything about questions.
No, I think it's a good move for you to move it to March 2nd. I think that every reason you gave is exactly what is going to be the benefit for the city. The only thing was, and Chairman, it's the community challenge. Is there any way that we can include that with the people that are going through the program? Because I know we sign people up through the community challenge. Is there any way that we can sign up maybe the parents or participants to be included in there? Because if we can add it on the membership, it'll help our numbers.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. I'm sure there's a QR code that they have for that. We signed up, right? The city employees are all punched in and logged into the thing. But yeah, we can add something to our registration forms, and that way they can tack on the points and stuff like that. So I do know, I think Yudi made an announcement of it at Monday City Commission. We're about 100,000 points, or as of this morning, like 70,000 points behind the city of Harlingen. I think it's Harlingen. Yeah, so we're at a million. We're like at 1.2 million. They're like at 1.3 million or something like that points. So we're chasing them, right? But yeah, if we can get 1,500 to 2,000 people to show up, we can get them signed in too. So we can definitely do that. But we want the numbers to go up.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I noticed the flyer on this packet. Is this going to be online?
It's already, it's on, and it's registrations online. They can do that online already.
Okay.
And then, or they can come into the office this month, and I'm not sure how much longer it'll go, but this month we do have the adjusted city hours. So the work days are from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's a pilot program that the administration wanted to try out, just to 4-day work weeks, the 10-hour days. So staff's there till 6 p.m. through January if they want to come in and register there. But yeah, there's a QR code there. It takes them straight to the link, and they can sign in and put their age and stuff like that. And yeah, but everything's the same. It's 15 for adults and 5 for kids. And I think last year we did start at 9, and we got some feedback from the community like, hey, we want to get it, we like to start early. So yeah, 8 o'clock. So yeah. But yeah, and then just shout out to Vanguard and PSJ for, we're always working with them too, so they make everything easier for us. Like Roy had said, they lend us the stadiums and the facilities and stuff like that. So, but this week we did cancel 2 days of games. It was a little bit too cold Monday and Tuesday, but everything's back on. So we'll do makeup games for all that. But that's pretty much, sorry we took long, but yeah. You guys have anything else? And then maybe next month we'll put on the agenda a possible fundraiser if y'all want to build that little account up, and the scholarship applications to get those out. But that's all I got. You guys have my number if anybody needs to reach out.
Thank you.
Okay. Item D, comments from board members. Anything you wanna add? Nothing?
So I said, congratulations from getting the WAC back. It's a huge event, Last year I was impressed. I happened to go by. I was just like, oh man, first class, It was very, very nice,
Awesome.
So I'm glad that you got it back again. It's
Okay. The third item would be the adjournment. Any motions to
I
adjourn?
make a motion, we adjourn this meeting.
We have a first, we have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.